Hey you guys, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Naja and I make college or lifestyle related content. And today I'm back with another video. So today's video will be all about how to stay motivated during this crazy chaotic time and a few tips and ideas on how to stay busy and like not bored when you're stuck at home. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm just gonna jump right in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, I will leave everything in the description box and put it right here. So let's just jump right into this video. Today I want to talk to you guys all about how to stay motivated during this global pandemic that is going on. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now, but there's a global pandemic, a national emergency. There's probably been like state emergencies and wherever you live. There is the coronavirus, COVID-19, still spreading very quickly throughout the US and all of the other places that it has impacted internationally. So things have changed a lot over the past few weeks. Many people have been displaced. Many colleges and schools, high schools, middle schools, elementary, everything has shut down. This is an unprecedented time and nobody knows what's going on. Nobody really knows what to do. Everybody's just basically winging it because something like this hasn't really happened, or if it has happened, it hasn't happened in a long time. And a lot of things are different now. So we're all trying to adjust and figure out what is going on. And we're still trying to continue on with our lives, even though it's pretty hard right now. But I know a lot of adjustments are being made by myself, by you guys probably, and everybody's basically agreed and figured that the best way to stop this spread is to just stay home. Practice social distancing and just stay home on the safe side to make sure you're not spreading the virus, you don't contract the virus if you haven't already had it, and just try to slow down and flatten the curve of the spread of the coronavirus. So I hope you guys are at home or somewhere comfortable, safe, and healthy, and just playing your part in trying to flatten this curve. Hopefully we can get this thing under control and get it out of here as soon as possible. But the future is very unknown right now. We don't know what's gonna happen, so we're just gonna have to keep on rolling with the punches. So obviously everything is different now. Schools are closed, people are working from home, you or your parents may not be working at the time, malls are closed, the Times Square is empty, NBA has been canceled. It's just a lot going on. I know this can be really hard to stay motivated during a time like this. It can be hard to stay focused, especially if you're in school or you're supposed to be in work and you're not. So I just wanted to create this video and give you guys some tips on how I'm staying motivated, how my parents are keeping me motivated, how we're helping each other out, and just different tips on how to stay focused on your goals throughout this whole thing. So I've come up with 5 different tips to share with you guys, and hopefully to help you stay a little bit more motivated and be productive and get started on these goals while also taking care of yourself and relaxing. So the first tip, and it's like the most generic, this is my go-to tip for everything, but it's basically change your mindset and change how you're looking at this whole situation. So this is much bigger than you not being able to go to a party or you not being able to go hang out with your friends. This is actually a literal emergency, and this is a situation that we kind of that our generation hasn't had to deal with before, so we're all learning as we go. But I want you guys to change your mindset on how you're looking at this situation, because now you can look at this as a chance to really get your life together. You're like, oh, I don't have to get distracted. I don't feel the need to go out. I don't feel the need to go hang with my friends right now. I can really buckle down and do this work. I'm still gonna get on social media. I'm still gonna get on Netflix, but the distractions that we face as like young adults, teenagers, preteens, we're all kind of limited in what we're being able to do right now. So I feel like this is the time for us to look at it as a period of growth, a period of reflection where we can just change our mindset and we can get to work. I'm looking at it as a chance to really focus on myself and my channel. As you guys can see, I've been uploading very consistently, putting out new ideas for my channel. I've been doing some behind the scenes things with partnerships, with sponsorships. I'm investing a lot of time into this channel because it is something that I take seriously, but I've also been investing time and effort into my schoolwork, getting back to reading books, getting back to catching up on my shows. Like, I'm investing in different things. Not like, oh man, I'm not on campus, I can't go outside, but it's more like now I can take this time to better myself as a person and just get ready for when we're out of here. I'm gonna have a lot of things done that I wanted to have done. So that's how I'm viewing the situation. So hopefully you'll be able to change your mindset as well. So my second tip is to make adjustments to your schedule or your routine. This is important because I'm not saying for you to change your whole life, change your whole day-to-day routine. Even though a lot of things might have changed, I feel like it's important to have some consistency from before and from after. So if you wake up every day at 5 a.m. and you go to the gym, you should still wake up every day and work out in your house. So if you get what I'm saying, I'm basically saying just make adjustments. Don't like change your whole life. So y'all know I'm really big on organization and I love making my lists, which leads me to my third tip, which is to make to-do lists, either written or just a mental checklist on what needs to get done, especially if you are working from home for a job or for school. I think it's really important to have this to-do list so you're not getting super distracted and you're not like, oh, I'm at home, I'm just chilling. Just trying to make sure you're staying motivated and staying productive during this time, because you know that you still have things to do. If you do have things to do, I feel like it's good to make a to-do list to keep track of it and just to make sure you're on top of everything, even though this is a very stressful and like chaotic time period. I definitely make to-do lists when I feel like I have stuff that I need to get done and it just has not been getting done. Like if I've had a period of procrastination or I'm just feeling lazy, I'm like, okay, let me write down everything I need to get done so I can visualize this, I can see it on paper, and I can be like, okay, I really need to get to work. The fourth tip is to stay connected with family, friends, and even strangers during this time. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm gonna explain it in a second. So of course you want to be able to stay connected with all your family members, especially if they're like spread out, as well as your friends, especially if they're across the country, across the world. Just check up on them, make sure they're doing well. We're not in this alone, like we're all in this together. Literally the whole world is undergoing this pandemic and undergoing these lockdowns, so it's not just you in the situation. Everybody is literally connected in this, so I feel like it's important to communicate, check up on each other, and make sure we're all doing well, send some positive vibes, and just make sure everybody's doing okay during this time. I mentioned strangers earlier, but I really mean like your internet friends, people you follow, YouTubers, Twitter accounts, Instagrammers. Just stay connected with everybody. For example, you're watching this video right now and we're kind of connected because I'm giving you guys tips on how to stay motivated and you're watching me for advice, so I feel like that's kind of a connection that we have, and it's important to know that we're all in this together. So my fifth and final tip on staying motivated and staying productive during this time is to just remember your goals and possibly set new goals. So of course, if you're the type of person to set goals for yourself, you were gonna have goals before this whole thing kind of interrupted our lives, made us shift focus a little bit. But it's important to keep those goals in your mind as you're going through this transition, and we still have to work towards those goals. My goals are to do well in school, stay consistent on YouTube, and just grow my channel, while also like looking out for myself and caring about my family and friends, and just staying connected with everybody. So those are some of my short and long-term goals that I've been trying to focus on during this time, even though there's so much information flying around, so much panic, so much anxiety flying around. I think it's important to stay grounded. So maybe your goal is to save a certain amount of money, or make a certain amount of money, or get good grades, do well on your test, get into a good school, graduate, etc. So if those are your goals, just keep them in the back of your mind. Continue to work toward those goals while also being very aware of your surroundings and what's happening in the world. I feel like you can also set new goals with this transition that has happened. So obviously things are a little different, so now we can figure out what kind of goals we want to set for maybe after the quarantine is over. My goal for after the quarantine, if there is like an after the quarantine or throughout the quarantine, is to start some new hobbies, learn some new skills, and just continue to do well in all of the aspects of my life. So that's what I'm going to continue to work towards, which I will talk a little bit more about when I'm discussing ideas for not being bored. Those are my 5 tips on how to stay motivated. Those are some very simple and basic things that you can do. So as a recap, basically change your mindset, adjust your schedule or routine, but don't change it completely. Make mental or physical to-do lists. Stay connected with family, friends, and online friends, and remember your goals and possibly set new ones. So those are my 5 tips to stay motivated, to stay grounded during this crazy time, and I hope you guys will be able to take from those and maybe use them or adjust them to your own liking, and hopefully it'll help you stay a little more motivated during this time. I know you guys commented on my last video, which was a productive vlog, saying that it was very motivational, so maybe you'll find more videos like that to help you stay motivated. Hopefully these tips help as well. So now I'm going to transition into the second part of my video, which is giving you guys ideas and recommendations on how to stay busy during this time, how to not be bored at home, and just a couple of ways that you can pass this time even though we don't know how long we're about to be in quarantine. Here are a few of the ideas that I came up with and a few of the ideas that have been spreading around. Basically the theme of like my quarantine experience is to invest in myself and invest in my future. So that's the basis for the tips that I'm going to give you guys: investing in yourself and investing in your future. The first tip that I have is to do self-care. This can be practicing your skincare routine, doing your hair, doing your nails, cleaning your body, shaving, meditating, just reading a book, just sitting down and relaxing for a second. or just doing these things multiple times a week just to like ground yourself and just make sure that you're not like freaking out about this whole thing, and just kind of calm yourself down. Investing in yourself can also mean just simply relaxing, watching Netflix, scrolling on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you like to do on your free time, and just not having to really worry about any work. So the next thing that I recommend is to get creative, and I have a lot of ideas for this. So for one, you can start journaling, you can start a diary, a mood tracker, a sleep tracker, just anything like that to kind of let you write stuff down, write about your moods, write about how you're feeling during this time, and just reflect on these experiences. And then I also suggest you can do some art, painting, photography, editing videos, cooking, making TikToks. That's really creative. That requires a lot of imagination and creativity. I applaud y'all if you make TikToks, redecorating, or just doing something to exercise your mind. And then I also suggest starting a hobby. So this can be like sewing, knitting, embroidering, doing your nails, doing your hair. So that's one thing that I really want to do. So one of the hobbies that I want to get into is doing my own nails, because not only can we not go to nail salons, but I've always been wanting to learn how to do my own nails. So I feel like now's the perfect time. I'm at home, don't really have too much to do but invest in myself and start a hobby. So I'm gonna do that. I also want to learn how to like braid hair. So these are just some things that I'm gonna pick up and hopefully succeed in by the time we are like back to normal. And then like I said, this can also be consumption, getting on social media, getting on TikTok, YouTube, watching videos, watching me, watching shows, movies, listening to music, podcasts, really anything where you're taking in information. Like reading books, for example, is a really good way to pass the time. So this is what I'm currently reading, Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and it is the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone, which is really good. I literally just started it yesterday, but it is a really good book. And I'm currently watching How to Get Away with Murder. So comment you guys' recommendations on books, podcasts, TV shows, movies, anything that you have been watching that you think is like recommendation worthy for other people, just to help each other out. So comment down below like your favorite show or book or anything that helps you pass the time. And now for investing in yourself, I think everybody should start a YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, like I would tell any and everybody, if you want to start a channel, I think now is the perfect time to do it. Like a YouTube channel especially is a really good outlet for you to be creative, which can allow you to express yourself in any type of topic. Like y'all, there are so many different types of YouTube videos that you could make. So anything you're interested in, it can be a video. I promise you that. So if you have been thinking of starting a channel, just start the channel. But that was just one of my suggestions that I just went on a tangent on. Anyway, so another way to invest in yourself is to maybe take a class, learn a new skill. Like I said in my last videos, I've been creating content, which means I've been learning about like new resources and apps. I'm gonna try to learn a little more of Photoshop. So I know like some basic skills, but I want to get really into Photoshop. I'm taking a CS class next quarter, so I want to get ahead and do like some basic CS stuff that I'm going to practice on Khan Academy. And so it's just different skills that you can use to invest in your future, which is the second like theme that I have to my little quarantine isolation time. So those are the things I'm going to start doing very soon. If you're a student, this is the perfect time for you to get your life together, honestly. So you can get organized right now, organize your space, organize your laptop, organize your school supplies, maybe update your LinkedIn, your resume, or your like online portfolio. Just clean that up a little bit for when you start applying to jobs, start applying to programs, and apply for scholarships. No matter what grade you're in, if you are a student, please look for scholarships. I think they have scholarships starting in middle school all the way up to grad schools. So go ahead and apply to scholarships. Just Google scholarships for blah 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 graders. Like there's a scholarship for everybody out there, and I feel like now is the perfect time to start applying. If they aren't closed, or if they are closed, just make a spreadsheet of possible scholarships that you want to apply to in the future and try to get that money for your future, because college is expensive and now's the perfect time. You're not doing much else, you're at home, so go ahead and apply those scholarships and just invest in your future. And then also like the basic, if you're in school right now, just study, get work done, get ahead maybe. So those are just some of the recommendations that I had. Make sure to leave any recommendations down in the comments for books, podcasts, shows, movies, music, anything for other people to listen to or watch. So I hope that kind of helped you guys out if you've been bored out of your mind the past few days. Just hang in there. I don't know when this is going to come to an end, but it's important that we play our part and just keep our social distance from everybody, stay home, stay in quarantine, and just better ourselves, relax, take this time to just chill, but also get to work if you feel productive, stay motivated, stay focused on your goals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay busy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you have any questions, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.